Hello and thanks for choosing RC Truth Media. Today is July 10th, 2018. What happens when we don't have sunspots? Well, we get bombarded by galactic cosmic rays. Okay? When sunspots do not occur, then we don't get the solar flares that shoot out energy and make the shield around our planet to protect us from the galactic cosmic rays. Therefore, in times like these, during the Eddy minimum and other grand solar minimums, we get bombarded by galactic cosmic rays, causing floods, earthquakes, volcanoes, not to mention hurricanes and typhoons. Let's go on and talk about some of the recent news. Before I do that, please like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Hit that bell so you can get the latest updated videos. Speaking of galactic cosmic rays, new research says Earth has been bombarded by cosmic rays from Eta Carina. Eta Carina is a binary star system about 10,000 light years away, and thanks to new research conducted with the help of NASA's NuSTAR Space Telescope, we now know that this is one of the systems that is shooting out energy, these galactic cosmic rays, to our planet and to our solar system. According to Fiona Harrison, the principal investigator of NuSTAR, we've known for some time that the region around Eta Carina is the source of energetic emission in high energy X rays and gamma rays, but until NuSTAR was able to pinpoint the radiation and show that it comes from the binary and study its properties and details, the origin was mysterious. The powerful cosmic radiation is caused in part by two currents of stellar wind that collide as they swirl around the twin stars. These winds then create shock waves that boost the strength of the X-rays and gamma rays also being emitted. According to Kenji Hamaguchi of NASA's Goddard Space Flight Center, we know that the blast of waves exploded stars can accelerate cosmic ray particles to speeds comparable to that of light. An incredible energy boost. Similar processes must occur in other extreme environments. Our analysis indicates Eta Carina is one of them. Discovering the source of these cosmic rays helps astronomers to understand a bit more about Eta Carina, which is still something of a mystery. They are saying that cosmic rays might actually be increasing. You don't say. Yes, and they also say that this makes space travel more deadly than it already is. And if the amount of radiation keeps increasing, we might find out the limits of our atmosphere the hard way. Yes, such as dramatic cooling and an ice age, and a lot of other volcanoes that will be erupting, earthquakes, lightning, global cooling, etc. Speaking of global cooling, what's up with that global warming? It's a bunch of bull. Global warming. This is from SOT.net. Earth changes. Yes, the mainstream media would have you believing that we are burning up right now. YouTube just spent 25 million to combat fake news, whatever they deem fake news. These liberal leftists own these networks, okay? Most of them around the world. YouTube, Google, how about even the soccer team, FIFA? Who's that owned by? We found out that, yeah, they're owned by everything, pretty much owned by leftists. Football, all of it. And why is that? They want to control what you think. That's what it is. But if you want the truth, you have to dig for it, okay? And we can find them if we look hard enough in places such as this. If you were to believe the mainstream media, yeah, you'd think the world is burning up, but that's not true. Yes, there were places on our planet where it was warmer than normal today, but many parts of the world displayed normal or even colder than normal temperatures. Look at the white and blue on this map. The white is average, the blue is colder than normal, and the green is definitely colder than normal. Okay, so I definitely see blue and green more than I do red. And that tells you the truth. This is from Weatherbell Analytics, this grid that we see here. It's temperature anomaly. While it is true many parts of the planet are suffering unusually high temperatures, prolonged heat waves, and exceptional drought, it's also true that much more of the planet, as well as the global trend, is towards dramatic cooling. Okay, did you see that? I like this. This is truth right here. So if you ever want to check out some truth, go to SOT.net. Largest. What's happening with these galactic cosmic rays and they create flooding events? Well, there's more than 200 dead or missing as historic rainfall leaves authorities in a state of confusion. Yes, Typhoon Maria has hit Japan, these islands of Japan, and the islands are called Ryukyu Islands. And it's supposed to hit China next. We can see this picture right here. Not very good looking at all. So let's go and check out what it's saying. More than 149 people have died and 59 are still missing, 5 days after the onset of the worst rainfall Japan has seen in the last 35 years. Record rainfall was recorded at 118 official observations posts in the 72 hours to Sunday, July 8th. These people were very unprepared, and they should have been prepared right here. It says that this could have been a coup by the government that sought immediate disaster response. On this day, opposition parties noted that Prime Minister and the members of his ruling party took part in a party gathering and questioned whether they had a proper sense of crisis. Even some officials in the ruling government coalition criticized the response as lax. So yeah, it does look like this might have been staged, and that's pretty sad to let your own people die like this. Very sad. Real quick, some good news to show everybody. If you are living in Stockton, you might be one of the 100 residents that are going to be getting $500 a month for 18 months. Yes, this is a put together by a socialist movement, brought to you by none other than Chris Hughes, who is a co-founder of Facebook. Okay, and definitely socialist movement right here. Yeah, we'll see what they do. You see if these 100 people get a job or if they just use this as a crutch. Hopefully they use it wisely, and hopefully something good comes out of it. That's all I could say. Be positive, right? Let's just be positive. It says right here, America's northernmost town has its most July snow in 55 years, as southern Alaska breaks heat records. So the north is freezing, snowing more than it has in 55 years, and the south is breaking heat records. Alaska showed off its weather contrast the first week of July with record snow in the north and record heat in the south. Wet snow mixed in with rain Saturday evening in Yuktavig, formerly known as Barrow, as an Arctic Ocean storm pushed a cold front through, dropping 2 inches of wet snow. This is the heaviest July snow in America's northernmost town since 4th of July in 1963. Record temperature readings throughout Los Angeles caused by faulty weather stations, meteorologists say. Nearly every record high temperature reported over the last few days in Los Angeles area from weather stations are compromised by heat sources and heat sinks, according to a veteran meteorologist. In my opinion, the data from these stations is worthless, California-based meteorologist Anthony Watts wrote on his blog. What's up with that? That's not to say Los Angeles wasn't scorching hot. Temperatures in much of Los Angeles were hot, but notorious for producing false record highs where there aren't any. For example, Honolulu and Tucson, Watts wrote, look at all the service vehicles parked around it. One wonders recent record high that was claimed there if it's just another result of a vehicle being parked too close to it, like the ice cream truck debacle that denied a new all-time high record for Scotland a few days ago. UK meteorologists recently rejected a record high temperature reading at Motherwell, Scotland, on June 28th because an ice cream truck had idled nearby with its engine on, possibly contaminating the reading. It's not possibly, it's definitely. If you got an ice cream truck with it idling right nearby where it's recording the temperature, I would say that's going to make it a little bit hotter, wouldn't you? Okay, and then also right here, for example, in downtown Los Angeles, reported a daily record high temperature of 108 degrees Fahrenheit on Friday. Watts, however, noted the weather station was on top of a parking garage surrounded by vehicles. The weather station was relocated to the University of Southern California in 1999, where meteorologists said it would be less prone to extreme swings. But Watts said that station's had problems in the past. Yep, that's right. They have been debunked. You know, these record highs, a lot of them are just straight up by these liberal propagandists that are trying to us the global warming narrative that isn't true. We've showed you about the Typhoon Maria, and it is definitely going to hit China. We are going to pray, and hopefully people can get out of the way and prepare for this. Typhoon Maria is expected to once again threaten lives and property when it passes dangerously close to northern Taiwan Tuesday night and then moves into eastern China on Wednesday and Thursday. Anyone in Maria's path should make any last minute preparations and heed any evacuation orders. Maria's excessive rainfall can lead to significant flooding. AccuWeather senior meteorologist Alan Report said, mudslides are a serious concern in the higher terrain. After lashing the Ryukyu Islands, Maria is expected to pass by the tip of northern Taiwan on Tuesday night. While the typhoon is not expected to make landfall on the island, it is expected to be close enough to bring significant impacts on the nation into Wednesday morning. So China is definitely going to see some historic events like they already have. This is historic rains and floods that have happened in the Ryukyu Islands already. Speaking of hurricanes, it is hurricane season, and there has been two already in the beginning. Puerto Rico has just gotten hit by one of the first hurricanes of the season. There's two going on right now. Beryl is the one that went by Puerto Rico, and it's actually got a 50% chance of forming again in the next 5 days. Remnants of Beryl producing gusty winds and areas of heavy rain over portions of central and eastern Hispaniola and the adjacent Atlantic and Caribbean waters. This system is expected to move west-northwestward across the rest of Hispaniola today and over the southern eastern Bahamas this evening. Little development is expected during the next day or so due to land interaction and unfavorable upper-level winds. The disturbance is forecast to turn northward over the western Atlantic on Wednesday, where upper-level winds could become a little more conducive for the regeneration of a tropical cyclone later this week. Regardless of developments, locally, heavy rains and gusty winds are likely over portions of Hispaniola and the Bahamas as the remnants of Beryl move through those areas. So we'll definitely keep you updated on what happens here. Our prayers and good intentions go out to these people and families over there as well. Thank you again for coming to my channel today. Please subscribe if you haven't. Any donations will be very grateful. Couple bucks, anything that you have extra will be highly appreciated. Thank you very much, and you have a great, blessed day.